Don't you actually have to take a break? I mean, they weren't even counting on you. They said if they got 15 starts from you, they'd be gloriously happy. They would be, they'd be singing and dancing in the streets. And you're down there knowing what went on during spring training. You overworked yourself to the point where you were sore, but you never stopped throwing. Whose program is that? What are you doing?
That's a Jake Peavy program. That's the way you rehab when you're Jake Peavy. I know other guys like Cashner and Wells, they may take some time off because it's better for them and they need to rest their arm. But when you're Jake Peavy, you just need to keep throwing. Because if you stop throwing, you die. That's what happens. If I don't keep throwing, when he was operating on my arm, when I was under, they told me I was still throwing. That I was throwing while he was reattaching my latissimus dorsi. I was still making throwing motions. In my sleep, I'm still throwing. My wife has to tell me, hey, Jake, you're waking me up because you're throwing pitches in your sleep again. But I'm always throwing. When I stop throwing, that's when I stop playing baseball. I don't want to do that.
I mean, for the love of God, Jake, why didn't you just stay here and throw for the White Sox then? If you're going to pitch every damn day, the next day, didn't you go out and throw like 45 pitches the next day after this happened?
Well, you got to throw to get the swelling down. You got to keep it moving. When it swells up, it gets stiff. If you stop throwing, it gets stiffer. Motion is
You're
motion.
talking about pitching, aren't you?
So I just keep throwing. If it gets stiffer, that means I got to throw more because that means I got to keep it all lubed up and keep it relaxed and keep it stretched out because when I don't throw pitches, it's going to stiffen up on me.
I'm sorry, Jake. I've really never quite seen a guy who you can't pitch for the big league club.
Well, I can as soon as they let me. They just haven't let me yet. I told them I'd go there by myself. Roy Oswalt was going to pick me up in his bulldozer and take me right on up there as soon as I'm ready. I'm going to give it a shot. Nothing's going to stop me from getting out there and pitching because I just want to win.
Okay, because you were starting minor league games, and then you were starting and throwing in 45 pitches in the back, and you were doing this game, and then the minor league, then you were pitching for them, and then you went up to, and you've been pitching ever since they said, well, you know what, something happened to him. We gotta stop this. It can't work. He's not going. After you were up to like 80-some pitches, as I recall, in a game.
They said
right?
They wanted to shut me down for a while,
okay.
And I said, fine. I said I didn't want to, and I fought it. I fought it hard because I'm a bulldog, and I don't want to stop pitching. So I told him, and we came to an agreement that I would shut it down for a full 14 minutes and 14 seconds. And when that was done, I said, I think this thing's feeling better. I got some anti-inflammatories, and I got some ice and some treatment on there. And as soon as I was done with that 14 minutes or so of rest and shutdown period, it was time to get back on that mound and get throwing. So I threw off flat ground. I threw off a mound, and I'm ready. I ain't going to stop until I get this arm where it's supposed to be and help the White Sox win the World Series. And I'm not going to get better by resting. I'm going to get better by pitching because I'm a pitcher. I'm not a rester. If you look at my baseball card, it doesn't say – it's not an R there for rester. It's not an SR for starting rester. It's pitcher. That's a P for pitcher. That's a starting pitcher. So if I'm not pitching, I'm not Jake Peavy.
My baseball card says R for rectum. Here's the thing, though, Jake. Ozzie said last night it's another bad day for the White Sox, and I think he was discussing. You were part of that equation. Not only the fact they can't hit anymore, but you were also part of that equation. Another bad day for the White Sox.
I can't speak for Ozzie, but any day I'm pitching's a good day, and I'm just ready to get back with the ball club as soon as I can. I'm gonna stow away on the wheel well one of those airplanes to get to wherever the White Sox are going. As soon as that landing gear comes down, I'm getting right off, and I'm gonna keep pitching, get over there, and try to help this team win.
All right, Jake, thank you for that. I
got to go pitch.
I do appreciate your rehab, your 14-minute rehab. It was a really nice job of getting yourself back. You've got Chicago Sports Radio 670, The Score.